Well, this is a club that has big ambitions in everything that it does.
People are already starting to really pick a certain part of the course. As Steve was saying, down that side, there's a bit of a trough.
Now, we're here today at Birmingham Moseley Rugby Club, which is where it all began for England star Ollie Lawrence.
Well, for them, it's a must-win game, isn't it? But Toronto Arrows are still looking for that elusive first win at home. So it's going to be an interesting game. It's been in the news this week that MLR players have been voting to create a union. Now, it's not unusual. Most leagues have some sort of player association. Obviously, I know off the back of last week, you guys would have wanted to be moving on as quickly as possible from that game. What did the sort of process look like leading into this week, and how did you manage to turn focus to this weekend's game?
Sort of talk about it as if it was yesterday. The memories are still very much there, aren't they? And I hear you were the first one to get points on the board for Sleaford. Is that right?
I'd probably say I was the lucky one.
Well, someone who spotted Theo's talent from a young age was one of his former coaches, Tim Harmon.
Stay at the right. Let's head down to Georgia Stone down pitch.
Come on over. Well, congratulations on the win and that kick at the end. That must have been pretty special.
Let's have a look at you back then. Look at this picture. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. And that was lifting the John Players Cup, wasn't it? Talk me through that moment.
Yeah.
They were putting on a show out there, weren't they? How much of an impact can the fans make on not just the team, but the whole environment and the club? There were moments where it looked like they matched up physically, but it was just, again, Arrows' mistakes giving Houston the front foot, and, well, they capitalised on it.
Well, this club has a rich history. It was formed in the 1960s, but there are reports of rugby being played here as far back as the 1870s. 3 former captains, so that's pretty impressive, isn't it? And I know you guys have been involved in the club for a long time, but what keeps you coming back to this club? This is a club that's had to adapt through difficult times to survive. Quote by quote, what Pam doesn't know doesn't matter. So you seem to be someone that wears many hats at this club.
From wherever you are in the world, we've met people from Canada, from Australia, from Japan, from America. They're all here ready in anticipation to watch the start of the race.
And it's all hinged upon a core group of volunteers and people that call the club their own to ensure there's an equally as promising future ahead.